And we're live. Dave, are you there, brother? David Smith?
He's on mute, Evan.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Can you guys please do a favor and maybe text, say hello that you guys can hear us? This is the first time trying out the new webinar system, and we're going to use this in the future more and more. We're super excited. Can you guys just in the chat just say hello? Dave, say something.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. So, well, I guess let's get started. It's 8:33. Dave, go ahead, brother.
Alrighty. Well, welcome, Rising Stars, here to our first webinar. And I would encourage you guys not only to follow this very closely, but to take some really good notes. We're going to go through the success planner, the launch sheets here, and we're going to also talk about some of the announcements for the Summer Fun Summer Run. And so without further ado, what I'm going to do is shoot down to Orlando, Florida, and bring on my very dear friend, Mr. Evan Clausen. Take it away, buddy.
Hello, everybody. I'm just super excited to be here. And thank you all for coming on. If you have people that are not on, you want to send out a last text message for them to come on, because I'll tell you, we have something very special planned for tonight. And I wanted to bring on my dear friend Leslie Lockhart, who's going to quickly give an update of what's going on with the summer run, summer fun. Guys, it's going to be exciting what's going to happen in our team for the next 90 days. And Leslie Lockhart, who is an amazing leader on our team, she's been doing a lot of administrative work as well as just a servant-driven leader. Leslie, we're honored to have you, and we're blessed. We want to thank you for being here. Go ahead and do a highlights of what's coming on in the announcements, and then, guys, we have a powerful training for you all. Just get ready. We're very excited.
Hey, Evan, thanks so much. I am so excited. The last couple of days have been just, oh my gosh. What Nerium has put together for us for this 90-day summer run is incredible. So I'm just going to quickly go over all the announcements. One of the great big announcements, the Cancun trip that's in August, they have extended it until the end of June, your qualifications, and they have opened it up for executive directors and regional marketing directors to be able to qualify. So if you qualify as a regional marketing director by the end of June, you get you qualify for the trip. The only thing you're going to pay for is your airfare, which is the least expensive portion of this trip. I think that's absolutely amazing. I'd be on that in a heartbeat. Same for executive directors. If you qualify as an executive director by the end of June with 60,000 in volume, you qualify for this trip. All you're going to need to do is pay for your airfare, and when you get there, Nerium pays for everything else. And from what I've heard of these fabulous trips, I mean, they are just first class all the way. So make sure that you really get focused on that, help your people get across that finish line. And of course, if you qualify as a national marketing director for the first time in June, you get an all expense paid trip to Cancun. The second one is the new Ultimate Combo Pack and the new 2-pack of Nerium Firm. This is just amazing, people. What Nerium is providing us. What you should be doing is calling all your current preferred customers, making sure that you and your brand partners are on this Ultimate Combo Pack, the head-to-toe, ultimate summer, looking your best, really. And, the Nerium 2-pack, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm going through probably about 2 bottles a month. And they announced on the corporate call yesterday exactly what you need to do. So I'm going to encourage each and every one of you, if you haven't done so, listen to that corporate call. There is a specific way that you need to upgrade your preferred customers or even your own order. But right now, anybody that is currently on the Nerium day and night combo, as well as the Nerium Firm ADO, Nerium Customer Care is combining it for those people. The other one is the teacher blitz calls from the 3rd to the 8th. Perfect time for teachers. They're out of school. A lot of schools are getting out last week, this week, following week. Really utilize these calls. Get your teacher friends or get your friends who know teachers. Talk to your children's teachers. Ask them just simply to listen to one of these calls and then utilize one of your success team on a 3-way call to answer any questions. Check out the Nerium Cruise for 2015. This is going to be amazing. Jeff Olson rented an entire cruise ship. The qualifications in order to qualify for the cruise in 2015 are listed in your back office under marketing, under resources. So check out what you need to do. Talk to your sponsor, talk to your upline support team, and set out a game plan. Figure out what you need to do to be on that cruise, because I sure know that I'm going to be there partying on that boat. And I love this Make Lemonade for the Littles. Check out the flyer on that. Check out what we're doing to raise money for our ultimate charity, the Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. These lemonade stands, especially in summer, are going to be a hot item, and it would really, really mean a lot to these littles that we're raising money for, to help them have a better chance, better start in life. And then really quickly, the upcoming events. We have our Nerium launch in Vancouver, June 6th to 7th, so it's coming up this weekend. We have our Nerium launch in Toronto, June 20th and 21st. And then we have our Power Nerium Leadership Academy in Boston, July 12th or 10th to the 12th, and you need to be a senior director and above to be involved in that. So make that a goal to qualify as a senior director by the end of this month, so you can get yourself to Boston to go to one of these Power Nerium Leadership Academies. I will tell you, they are amazing, and you will learn so much from these academies. So that's going over our major announcements that corporate has announced over the last couple of days, and I'm going to encourage each and every one of you to go watch Nerium University in your online business center. The replay from Monday's night Nerium University will stay up all week until the following Monday, and it will go into more detail about everything I just announced to you, as well as listen to Tuesday's corporate call on the replay. It goes into a little bit more detail, as well as answers a lot of questions about those Nerium ADOs. So with that, Evan, we have a jam-packed training. I love this training. I'm so excited. Evan has put it together for us. So I'm going to turn it back right to you, Evan, so we can get right on with this Fast Start Game Plan training.
Sorry, I was muted and I was talking. I apologize. Guys, I can tell you this. I am tremendously honored and fired up about what is happening in this company. And I can say thank you, each one of us, that you took the time to be on this call. Because you know what that means? 80% of success is just to show up. And what you just did, you know, showing up and being here is exactly what represents why I believe in you. And I believe that you will be able to reach the level of success that you want to reach. And one of the key things over the last 5 months that I've been spending time with Ron and Leslie Forrester, really getting down the Nerium Success Planner and how to get people started right in a company to create success. And as you guys know, Ron and Leslie, you know they've been tremendously successful in this business. They're currently a 7-figure income earner, and they've helped so many people create tremendous success. So for me personally right now, I am just so thrilled and very excited to talk about the Success Planner and what we have in store for you right now. And one thing I tell you before I get started, guys, when I joined Nerium, I had a dream, and that dream is to create an organization and a team where we bring leadership together, that as leaders we collectively create a Mission 1000 and Beyond project. And what that is, guys, is us together bringing our best talents to help over 1,000 families and far beyond that to a 6-figure income and above. And you know, it's a huge dream. It's a big goal. And just, you know, over the last 5 months, watching what's been happening on our team and the quality of people that's been coming on, it's been a tremendous, tremendous blessing and a huge, exciting moment for us where we are right now with the company. So, and I wanted to welcome every one of you to Mission 1000 and Beyond. And I appreciate Dave Jandrin, who took that idea of Mission 1000 far beyond, and he said, Evan, you know, it's far beyond just Mission 1000. I can tell you, I'm tremendously excited about it, and very honored to talk to all of you. If you don't have your Nerium Success Planner in front of you, this would be a perfect time to get it. If not, you can download it. You should see, if you go on the pop-ins, you should see an option to download the Nerium Success Planner right from this webinar and save it on your computer, because, guys, this is the most important document that we can use to build a tremendous business. And here's what I'll tell you. What we do in this webinar, we teach people how to do the how-to, okay? What we do right now in the webinar settings, it's important to understand that you as a person that joined this business, if your upline hasn't done a fast start game plan with you yet, you want to call him and ask, I want to have a fast start game plan done with me, because this is really a really great foundation for the success that we have. Okay, so I want to again welcome you all to our team, to the Mission 1000 and Beyond, and we want you to know that we really care for your success. We're not here just to get you started in the company. We're here to create tremendous success with you. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go to page, it's number, quickly, number 13 of the Nerium Success Planner. And that's pretty much the first page where I start off when I start a brand new person. And I actually gonna show you what I do with a brand new person. And Leslie, would you be my interview partner? Would you mind if I pretend like you just started and I'm gonna ask you questions so people kind of get the feeling what kind of objections or questions they might get? Would that be cool with you, Leslie?
Oh, sure. I'll try to act like I'll try to act like a baby brand partner.
Oh, pretend you started 2 days ago, and guys, we're doing this live. You know, we didn't have any foreplay, but hey, this is what it is. You know, I start out with page 13, but before I get to the success game plan, I asked Leslie. Leslie, have you watched? Have you watched step number 1 and number 2 and number 3 in your Nerium Success new brand partner training in your back office? Have you done that?
You know, Evan, I haven't. I don't know where that's located.
Okay, well, it's great because I'm right now logged in my back office, and if you click on training in your back office in Nerium Success Trainer, Success Training, you will see that this is really where you see the wheel where you want to log in and you want to start doing your training. And before I actually get someone to do a fast start game plan, it's I guess loading right now. Before I get someone to do a fast start game plan, I ask them to watch step 1, 2, and 3. And guys, this is the step 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So I, at this point, will assume that she did that. Otherwise, I would not do the faster game plan. So, Leslie, thank you so much for watching it. What I would like to do is kind of get over a checklist, Leslie, with you, because it's important for you to know what we have as a company for you, your websites, and because sometimes there's many people that sign up and they don't even know they have a back office, right? So, your brand partner ID. Do you know your brand partner ID? Leslie?
I do.
So it's okay. It's 756779. Okay, great. Well, Leslie, what is your username? Because we have an opportunity website when you sign up, and we have a product website. So it's your username.nerium.com.
Okay.
Let's say
Leslie Lockhart then.
Yeah, it's Leslie. Leslie is awesome. Awesome.nerium.com is your opportunity site, guys. Whatever your username is, you put that in, and this is where you go to this website for the purpose of signing up new customers, for signing up new promoters, right? So, and then we also have a website that's it has the same username, right? Leslie's awesome. .neriumproducts.com. This is a website that leads just to the product opportunity side. So I want to make sure that Leslie fills up her personal information. She knows her ID because when she calls in customer service and other things, we want to know that people understand that they have that. And now, obviously, I want to get with Leslie over the support team. I'm like, Leslie, obviously you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. So you got you got your sponsor, and who's your sponsor?
You are.
Okay, so we have, let's say, Evan Clausen is the sponsor. We fill that in. I say, hey, here's my number, and I put my number in because I want her to be able to know who's her support team, right? And then I say, who's the upline leader? Now, those are Ron, and Leslie. So I would say, hey, great, and we would fill in Ron and Leslie, and we put their numbers in. We want to take a team and introduce them to their upline support team. Why? Because oftentimes people feel they're by themselves. In our team and in our company, we truly care, so you're not by yourself. We want you to know that. And we also want you, with a brand new person, actually do a welcome call to your upline. And you do a welcome call to your upline Lexus qualifier. Who is in your upline? You need to know that person, who that is. If you don't know, reach out to me and we'll find out who your upline kind of Lexus qualifier and above is. And that's the people you do welcome calls in. If you sponsor someone, because we want people to know, again, that they have massive team behind them. Then who's the market leader? Leslie, who's the market leader in your business?
Can you explain first what a market leader is?
I appreciate the question. Well, a market leader is someone, obviously I live in Orlando, you live in Texas, right? So who runs the events in the Texas area for you?
That would be
so let's say it's Jennifer Marshall.
Ken Huford. Ken Huford.
Yeah. It's Jennifer or Ken. The goal is we want to identify who's the person that runs the event for your local team. So, and what I try to do, and I this is for you guys all, if you are in a market party and you're new to a team, you want to introduce your market leader to myself, Dave, or whoever your upline regional marketing director or executive director or national marketing director is, so we can edify you, and they know when you come there, you say, hey, I'm working with Dave, and they know, oh, okay, you work with Dave, that's awesome. So it's important for you to, when you sit down again with a brand new person and you have this Nerium Success Planner, if you do it for the first time, invite your upline to help you with, okay? Because what I'm doing right now, guys, and it's so important, is I'm showing you what you do when you sign up a brand new person. You ask your upline to do this faster game plan. This is not a webinar just to do it for you. This is a webinar to show you what you do, and you schedule a one-on-one appointment with every person that you brought in personally to do this faster game plan. Then we have a checklist, right? And this checklist is there to kind of understand what Leslie has completed. I know I asked her, like, have you completed your new brand partner training? Yes, she did. Leslie, did you took a before picture? Yes, you did. Guys, it's so important that we ask every customer, every promoter to take a before and after picture. And we can show them to register for a 90-day real result contest because they can win prizes. Now, also, I want to make sure that they set up their auto delivery. And I would ask Leslie, have you opted into the Nerium Gives Back? And Nerium Gives Back, if you're not opt in into that, you don't get your free product. So you do want to be opt in into that, right? So
yes, I'm opted in.
Yeah, and that's great. So, Nerium, did you had a chance to look, have a tour of your business success center? Do you know that you know you have a Nerium Communication Center, which is kind of a marketing platform? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, that back office is amazing. There's so much there. I'm still learning all of it though. But communication center is pretty cool.
That's awesome. And guys, just for those of you that don't know where the communication center is, you go on the resources, you go on the Nerium Communication Center, you click on that, and then you that's where it is. It's again under it's under Nerium Communication Center. Oops. I apologize. Ella has just helped me to make sure that I actually show. Yeah. Okay. So now I have the Nerium Communication Center that you guys see, right? Again, how did I get into it? I went on resources, Nerium Communication Center, and we want to make sure that people have that. You have the same opportunity to download your app, and what you want to do is, if you click on dashboard and you see the mobile app, you click on that mobile app. This is where you get your token. You have your personal one to to make sure that you activate your mobile app. So I want to make sure as I do the training that they at least know that it's there, because from there on we can share videos, we can share incredible flyers to our teams. And then the last thing I want to check off with Leslie is that, Leslie, you got the Nerium Success Planner that you had a chance to listen to the CD, right? Yeah. It's important that we listen to it because we learn about the philosophy and of our company. And then there's another CD. There's 3 CDs, which are personal achievement CD. You know, that comes with your kid. So we want to make sure that the checklist is checked off at the end of the day. And now we're doing a fast start game plan, so I scheduled that off because she's doing it with her upline leader. So, and then, you know, now a company, if you get 3 customers, you get 1 ball of products for free. You get 6 customers, you get 2 balls of products for free. You get 9 customers, you get 3 balls of products for free. So what I do normally with people, you know, I give them, I'm like, hey, why don't we set your first month's get your first ball, second month's shoot for getting your second ball for free, and third month's get your third ball for free. So, and we put the dates in because now Leslie will know, hey, this is my goal when I want to get it done. And then also on the action plan, I say, Leslie, so you came into the business, obviously, what is your, you know, realistic expectation? How many hours per week are you planning to invest into this business?
I could do 20 hours a week.
Okay. So I understand, you know, you have a full-time job, you have 3 kids, 20 hours, which is, you know, pretty.
Okay. Then 5 hours a week.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You know, 15 hours or 20 hours, whatever that is. I always say, what's the realistic number? I don't want a hype number right now because you're excited, but I want a realistic number that you consistently every day can invest. Because in our business, it's more important to be consistent rather than to just one day come in and just invest a lot of hours and then disappear. So I would say, hey, great, that's about 2 hours per week, per day. Let's be consistent about it. And out of those 15 hours, and we're going to go a little bit further into the Nerium rhythm where I break it down where we want to invest those hours. Now, once I got through the checklist, now I know where Leslie's about at. Then I go, when I sit down with them, I go to the 90-day roadmap to Lexus. Why do I do this? Because I want Leslie to know that, Leslie, this is kind of how visually our game plan looks like. This is what we're trying to achieve. And for some of you that's been already in the company a couple months and you say, hey, you know what, I missed the fast start or I've missed the iPod, Lexus, it doesn't matter. What matters right now is that you set up time to do the fast start game plan. And you ask you again, reach out to your upline Lexus qualifier or reach out to myself. I can direct you who is that person. and really do this facet game plan to you and start today. Yes, you might miss your facet, but so what I teach to brand new person, this has got kind of just a note on the sideline, but now coming back to Leslie, so what I explained to her, I said, Leslie, so you came into the company, so now there's a very first goal that we're trying to accomplish is get you faster qualify in 30 days. And what that means, Leslie, is imagine that's you, and you have 3 of your friends that decided to do the business with you and become brand partners. That's what we call people in Nerium. So when you achieve that in your first 30 days with a total volume of 2,000, you qualify what we call fast start, and you become also a senior brand partner, and you qualify to earn 10% commissions, as well as you qualify to earn builder bonus. And so you basically open up the compensation plan to you if you do that within your first 30 days. And Leslie, our second goal is to help you get your first 3 customers, because you can get your products for free, right? Why pay for a product if you can get it for free? That means your monthly auto ship order, you can have it for free, or you can have a ball for free every month, as long as you maintain 3 customers. So that's our first goal, Leslie. Is that pretty clear?
Yeah, Evan, it's really clear.
Awesome. Well, once we achieved our first goal, our second goal, which is your 30 to 60 days, right? It's your kind of your second 30 days. We want to help you get iPod qualified. And Leslie, here's something. In our company, none of the positions are timed. The only 2 positions that have a time limit to it is FAST qualification and iPod. So, which means that our second month now, in order for us to qualify for the iPod, we will have to help our 3 people get FAST qualified, because they have also 30 days to get FAST qualified. The beautiful part with it is now you partner together with your brand partner to help him get FAST qualified. When you do it with a total of $4,500 in volume, once you hit it, you get iPod qualified if you do it within your first 60 days. And that's kind of a second goal that we're setting, right? Any questions on that?
No, that makes perfect sense. I understand.
That's awesome. So in the last kind of a 90-day plan, right? So our third 30-day run is getting you to Lexus qualified, and what that means is now we work together with this brand partner and his 3 to get them faster qualify and get their 3. And by doing so, if we help each one of those people get their 3, and with $12,500 in volume, that's how we qualify for our Lexus. And at that point, Leslie, you probably totally earn between $3,000 to $4,000 combined of incomes going through the ranks, and you achieve about monthly $1,000 to $1,500 income and about $500 car payment. That's what the beautiful part about this is. And we have, Leslie, one thing I wanted to tell you, we have 7,000 people, close to 7,000 people that actually went through this game plan and achieved their Lexus qualification. Now, some of them did it in 90 days. Some of them, it took longer. And, it might take them 6 months, a year, 2 years. We don't time your success. We want you to move at your speed. But we want you to know not to be discouraged if we hit. This is a pretty cool game plan that many of the people did it part-time, and you obviously already committed that you have 20 hours a week that you want to work at. Pretty cool. So that's what we want to achieve in the next 90 days. Is that pretty clear, Leslie?
Yeah, well, let me just ask a question here, Evan. So if I hit the rank of director in the first 60 days, I get a free iPad, right?
Correct.
Okay, but there's no time limit on becoming Lexus qualified. So I don't have to qualify for a Lexus in 90 days to earn the Lexus, right?
That's very correct. That's a great question.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I understood that. Okay.
The only 2 positions that are timed are faster and qualified in 30 days and in 60 days to iPod. And I go a little bit, Leslie, in a little bit later into it. So then we have an 8-point system, which is a way to track your activity. I'm not going to go into it right now. You learn it as you go. But we assign different points to different activities. So we know that on about hour to 2 hours a day, we can help people achieve 8 points in their activity level, which makes sure that they're on track of what they really want to accomplish in their career. But the most important part, Leslie, in our business, or a piece of paper in that Nerium Success Planner is the lunch sheet, right? And because it's going to really go in now, we went from, kind of a checklist to showing you kind of a 90-day roadmap to Lexus to now really bring it down to execution and what we're going to do. And to keep it very simple, Leslie, I'm just going to, step 1 in the lunch sheet, I'm just going to read it to you because it's really simple. I don't even have to know. But what motivates the real you? What drives you to, passionately pursue the best in your life? What is it worth it? Is it extra time with family, extra income with bills, traveling comfort, or just opportunity to grow? Leslie, what is it that drives you to want to do Nerium and create success?
Oh, well, gosh. All of it sounds amazing, but honestly, it's really my family and my husband. I'd like to see my husband retire and get out of the corporate grind.
Okay. And what else? Do you have kids? You wanting to pay for the college?
Yeah, I have 2 boys. I'd like to be able to, help get them through college and come out with no bills on the other end of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well that's a great, and
like to be able to travel as well.
Yeah, and obviously starting a business. Have you ever owned a business before?
No, I haven't.
So it's your first time, and congrats. Actually, 90% of our leaders, they've never done something like this before. So which is very exciting because now you can just learn how to do it, and you'll be amazing. Let me ask you this. Starting a business obviously is a big step, right? And what do you see in Nerium that can get you to achieve your goals for retiring your husband? And obviously we could at this point even talk a little bit further what it would take, but how do you see Nerium help you do that?
I see Nerium helping me do that by allowing me to grow a business that will hopefully replace my husband's current income and then some. Okay.
Well, that's very cool, and that's what the beautiful part is. We start a lot of people part-time, and we help them become job optional. We have many people that were retired out. And Leslie, like in every business, obviously there's ups and downs, and there's sometimes roadblocks that come up. Would you give myself, Ron, and Leslie permission to coach you through those moments? And would you give me permission to do that?
Oh yeah, that would be great.
That's awesome. Well, that's very cool. Well, I'm glad we determined your why, and I'm excited, Leslie, to help you achieve your goals. So, our 2 main objections when you come and start into the business is really one is to help you get your 3 customers so that you can get your products for free. And who are the 3 people that you can think of that would be great to the customer? Who are the 3 people you're thinking of?
Oh my gosh, certainly my best friend.
What's his name?
Her name is Sherry.
Sherry, who else? Give me 3 names.
My mom and my sister.
And sister, what's her name?
Kathy.
Kathy, that's awesome. So what's your target date? When would you like to achieve that? By when would you like to get your 3 customers for free?
Oh, I think I could do that probably within the next 3 days. So by Saturday the 7th?
Well, let's say realistically we have the 4, so by the 15th, June 15th,
okay.
It's about in 10 days, you feel you can get your 3 for free done?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your first main objection, so you don't pay for your product, okay? So how about now, also the second main objection is get you faster qualified, right? Who are the 3 people that you think who are driven, motivated, that you think would be great for being a brand partner?
Oh boy. Well, there's
Just
my
names at
my
this
friend
point.
Emily.
Huh?
My friend Emily would be good. Emily is her name.
Emily, who else?
Uh, oh, my cousin Katie. She would be awesome at this.
Katie, okay. And who else?
Um,
Andy Lockhart, right? Who's a good friend
yeah,
of
my
mine.
husband.
You told me about it. Told him about it. That's really cool. So what I want to do, guys, the reason I'm having her writing down if it's a brand new person, because it gets a person to think about people, and it takes them away from fear to actually already think in his head about people. And when that happens, it allows people to overcome the biggest fear is, can I do it? Because they already see three names there. And the same thing I want to do, like, what's your target date? When do you want to accomplish that? And obviously, today's June 5th. You started on June 1st. So what I would say, Leslie, let's shoot to accomplish that over the next 10 days. And the beautiful part about that is if you miss, you have 2 times 10 days. So you got the next 10 days and then again 10 days and again 10 days because you have a total of 30 days, right? So would you want to set that as our mutual co-shared goal?
Sure, that'd be great.
Cool. So we say next 10 days is the 15th of June. That's awesome. Well, that's our main objection. Forget about everything else. And I can tell you this one thing. In the beginning, Leslie, when we start out, remember you said you want to work, around 15 hours. In the beginning, we want to put a little bit more efforts in. Let's say if somebody says, hey, Evan, I want to work 5 to 7 hours, right? This is why I say 15 hours is pretty good part-time. But if someone says 5 to 7 hours, I say, hey, that's awesome. But here's what I tell you. Our first month's going to be a little bit more intensive. I want to be straightforward with you because you're going to learn a lot. There's going to be a learning curve. So would you make a commitment knowing your why that you want to retire your wife or your husband and you pay for college kids? Can we commit for the next 30 days, run extra hard, and then push it to 15 hours instead of 7 to 10 hours? Because you're going to be part of training, and obviously we want to get your fast side done and create a little momentum so we can get you faster qualify and Lexus qualify and iPod qualify. Would you want to do that? Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, I'd be absolutely okay with that.
That's awesome. So that's awesome. Well, step number 3, Leslie, what we do is make your list. And guys, just on a side note, I'm going to read this because this is how simple it is. Your biggest asset is the people you know and whom you can share the Nerium message with. Don't make assumptions. You never know who's going to be ready to get real with Nerium. Guys, I don't even need to read well to do this business, but I read this to my people because I want them to know it's simple to follow the steps. So now our first step is to make your list. And we have on page 15, we have the memory jogger, Leslie, that I want you to use. Who do you know who's a banker? Who do you know who's an engineer? Who do you know who's a painter, payroll? And you got a list to fill out. And my goal, Leslie, with you, based on the goals that you wanted to achieve, is to create a list of minimum 100 people. And the bigger, the better. And here's why, Leslie. Is you might not call everyone on your list, and that's fine. I haven't called everyone, but at least when you have a list of 100 plus people, you don't sound desperate. You don't call people. You have 5 people on your list. 4 said no. You call your 5th person. You don't sound like, please sign up. You gotta sign up. You're the last person on my list. You don't want to do it. In our business, what we do is we sort. We don't convince. Amateurs convince. Or in the beginning, like I was there. And guys, I do want to tell you, when I started in this business, for my first 6 months, I made $16 in network marketing. But my why and my dream kept me going. Many of the people sometimes you see like, well, this guy did faster success to this. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you consistent follow up with people and reach out to people, and that you'll reach your success by doing so. So step one, again, we want to make that list with some minimum 100 people. An average adult knows at least 200 people at the age of 18. So go through your Facebook, that memory blogger, and have that list ready. And Leslie, let me ask you this: would you commit to make that list within 24 to 48 hours from today?
Yes.
Awesome. So do me a favor when you have it. I would love you to send me a text or call me and let me know, so that way I know it's done and we can really move forward. So the second step, Leslie, what we do with this list is we enter some of the people in the Nerium Communication Center, and I shared with you earlier. It's on the resources Nerium in your back office, Nerium Communication Center. So you want to enter some of your names there. And let me just show you. Oops. Let me just show you how cool it is.
Hey, Evan,
yeah?
I'm sorry to interrupt because I'm reading the comments here.
Uh-huh.
A couple people are commenting on losing the video and not being able to hear.
Really?
So.
Okay, Ella is listening to it as well, so she says that she can hear it well. So make sure that I appreciate the comment. So make sure that you guys your speakers on and or headset yeah.
It just sounds like a few people lost the video feed. They're back on.
Just refresh the page and that's going to be all great. But again, guys, where we go for the context is resources, Nerium Communication Center, right? We press on it, and this is our Nerium Communication Center. We can now, from here on, we can share videos. I can share videos with people to their Facebook. I can email them. I can send right now a private message to someone, a video, and just say, hey, check this out, right? I don't want to see the key in our business, guys, is we don't want to be the tool. Whenever we talk, we want to expose people to the tool and have that tool do the talking. Now, what are some of the tools that we have in Nerium? We have more tools than I've ever seen. So the first thing that we do, and this is what Ron teaches, is Leslie, is send 8 to 10 before and after pictures, right? It's third party. Why? It's emotional. People see it, and if you send it on a text, people will open up. Most of the people open up the text. Only about 20% of people read their emails. So we want to do that first, right? That's one of our third-party exposures. Then we have magazines. We were on the news. We were on the Beautiful You magazine, Success magazine. We have flyers. We have events, local events. We have challenge parties where we use third-party tool. We don't try to become presenter. You really, the more simpler you make. Hey, James, listen, I started something new. Can you read this magazine? I need this magazine back. And on all your marketing material, you want to make sure you have your labels on, because you want people to be able to call you back, or if somebody ends up with your magazine, you want them to find you. Or you say, hey, listen, there's a recorded call going on right now. Do you have 15 minutes? I'd love to invite you to listen about my company. I'd love to have your opinion. So again, you don't become the presenter. You drive people to third-party tool, and then you do follow-up. Whenever you give someone a magazine, you give them a bottle, right, as a third-party tool, a sample. Right? I'm going to talk in a moment about the product prospecting system. You want to then follow up with people. Half of the people in the world don't follow up with people, which means they never, they lose out immediately on 80% of the business. Now, I said no for many, many times until timing was right for me, right? On average, it takes 4, 5, 7, 6 exposures for a person to actually say, hey, yes, I want to do this. So, and whenever you have those pushing, you want to get as soon as possible a 3-way call. And the beautiful part about a 3-way call is now you bring someone in that knows how this business works, and all you do in a 3-way call, you say, hey, Jennifer, listen, I'm working with someone who's very successful in this business, who's a friend of mine, a business partner. I want to introduce you to him. I'd love him to meet you. He's a great person to know. Hold on a second. Let me see if he's available. That's as simple as a 3-way call is. I mean, it's just no magic. And we always say 3-way or fade away, right? If you don't do 3-way calls, you most likely are not growing at the pace you can, because that means you bring a third-party expert to help you build business, because your friends, they don't know you as someone who is an expert in skincare, right? But when you do a third party call, it validates you and it validates what it is. And it's funny that your friends will believe third party more than you. So now, how we do when we sit down together with a person, how do we get him to do, get his contacts and create his list? Where do we get people started? One of the things that I learned from Ron says, hey, why don't you save my best number for Nerium? And then once they already have their phone open, now we go, hey, by the way, who are the first two people in your letter A? Who are the first people in your letter B? Who are the first two people in letter C? And by the time we go through the alphabet, we can get 30, 40, 50 names, and then we say, hey, who are the 10 people you missed? Who are the 10 people that you called? Who are the 10 people that called you? Now, we will see some of the same names, but that way you'll know who are the influencers, and now you start creating people's lists, and that's how you create the list, you put them through a third-party tool, or a big third-party tool, and a big reason for Nerium's success is the real result parties. And here's what I tell you. Some people might say, hey, I don't want to do them, or I don't feel like doing it. This is really a rhythm of a company that allowed us to become the fastest growing company in the history of network marketing. So if you have a big why, you will, wouldn't you want to do that? I mean, many of us have a job that we hate and we continue to do it. Wouldn't you want to do, real result parties? So this is kind of on the training part, but I'm coming back to Leslie because I want to say, hey, Leslie, so in order for us to build a business, we obviously, and I'm reading this again, schedule your initial real result party right away. We got to do it, Leslie, right away. Make sure to review the real result party kits that has tips on how to make your first party successful. Leslie, do you have that kit already?
I do.
Cool. Well, what I'd like you to do is review this, because we're going to schedule your party 3 to 5 days out, and so I want to make sure that you'll have enough time to review it. And it's very simple how we invite people. I'll share with you in a bit, but today is obviously Wednesday, so I will have time available to actually help you close out your party. I know I'm not local there, but I can close out your party over the phone on Friday and on Saturday. So when would be a good time for you on Friday to do a party? What would be a good time for you to do it?
I could do a party at 7:30 p.m. on Friday.
Okay, so we do a 7:30 p.m., guys, and I actually fill it out with her, and we put the date, whatever that date is, June 8th, it doesn't matter, whatever that date is. And I say, so Leslie, is it going to be at your house then, the party?
Yeah.
So I want to put, great, and so I'm going to be your support leader, so I'm going to call in. Just put in Evan, so just so you know that I'm going to call in, and I'm going to put it on my calendar that I'm going to call you in. That's awesome, Leslie. I want to schedule your second party right away, and the reason, Leslie, is because if you call a friend and they say, oh, I can't make it on Friday, you can always say, hey, how about Saturday 4 o'clock, right? So now you just doubled your chances of a person show up. Is that cool?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So yeah, so we do one on Saturday, which is June 9th, and so what time would be good for you on Saturday?
Saturday at 2 p.m. would be great, Central.
That's awesome. 2 p.m. And it's your home, right? It's going to be at your home, and I will be the one that's actually going to close it out. That's very cool. So and Leslie, we obviously have your contact list. Who are the people that we can invite, and the invitation process is very simple. You just dial them in and just say, hey, I just started a new business. I'm so very excited. I do a wine and cheese party, and I'm inviting some of my friends to come and celebrate with me. And in fact, leave your checkbook at home. Just come show up. I would really appreciate that. And maybe you'll know, as you know, Leslie, I would refer you to people, and I would love you to know what I'm up to, so you might maybe refer some people as well. So can you make it on Friday at 7 o'clock? And so that's how we invite people. I'll say, hey, James, how are you? You got a couple minutes? Hey, listen, quick question. What do you do Friday at 7 o'clock? Nothing. Well, reason is I just started a new business, and I'm just very, very excited. I do a wine and cheese party at my house to celebrate, and I'm inviting some people I care, and then some of my friends come over and learn a little bit about it. Leave your checkbook at home. Just come and show up. Would you do me a favor and do it, and come check it out? And so and that's how we invite people. And if you are new and you don't know, reach out to your upline. There's third-party ways how we can help you call together some with you people. But you don't want to just leave your, if you are an expert as well, you don't want to just leave your person do it themselves. So you want to be there for them, do it together, right? And then number 5 is the product prospecting system. Guys, our company has experienced the growth that it experienced because we have a product that works and we have a product that networks. The power of that is, so when I sit down with Leslie, and I say, Leslie, who are the top 10 people that you would want to, like, and I read it to her, like, hey, use a prospecting system to promote your products to your prospects. Get your balls of Nerium ID to your prospect as soon as possible, and make sure that you complete the steps of the product prospecting system. So Leslie, obviously, there's a system to it. You can read it on page 19. But for now, what I'd like to do is, who are the top 10 people that you're thinking of that we can get the product in their hands? You already got it. So you have your party on Saturday, which is 4 or 5 days away. Or maybe some of the people that we can drop by the product so they can bring that product on Saturday already and give it back to you. So now we're making names, right? So and we're creating a names list of key influencers that there are, right? And then our goal is, before we give people a product, take a before picture. That's the key, is to take a before picture. You never want to let a customer go without a before picture. And do it on their phone. They'll feel much more comfortable, but do it. We don't see how our nails grow. We don't see how our hair grows, right? We want to check this off. And then we schedule a pickup. We create value for the product. We say, hey, listen, this is a $100 bottle. This is not just a sample. It's, I need this back. I'm building a business with this. When can we meet after 5 days? I want you to try it. Here's some before and after pictures. Guys, again, we don't do nothing before we show people HHN before and after pictures, right? And then that impressed them, and now you go like, hey, I'd love to give you this product to try for 5 to 7 days for free. Who will say no to that, right? So we give them to try, and then we do an after picture and see what the results are. And so the key, maybe the little secret, is to put a kind of on your product, put a how do you call them? Just kind of a 5-day tester, kind of a imprint,
A label.
Label, correct. Thank you. English is my 4th language, so sometimes I forget the words I need to say. Yeah, so you want to put labels on your bottles so people know it's not a gift. No, it's not it's a sample. You need this product back. Make sure you schedule it. This is a product prospecting system, but you can read more about page 19. And then the last things, obviously, and Leslie, I'd like to set a target date for getting your iPod qualified. When would you like to get iPod qualified? So today is June 4th. The cool part
I'd like to get iPad qualified by the end of June. Is that possible?
It is possible. If you, again, as I mentioned, that we will work extra hard in our first 30 days. And I always ask people, hey, would you commit to work a little bit extra hard first 30 days? Because part of your hours you're going to be, what I want you to commit to is the Nerium University every Monday. I want you to be on a Wednesday night team call where we have people that share. Guys, by the way, we're going to have in 20 minutes a team call where people will share, like real people will share their real results, and you want to be on it. And so it's going to be in about 9:45 Eastern or 8:45 Central. So you want to make sure that tonight you jump on the call, on our team call. And then I say, hey, if we get your iPod down this month, then we can set your Lexus in July, right? So now we can set set the goal. So now, if she misses iPod this month, it's fine. Then we'll do iPod next month, and the Lexus the months after it, which is our 90-day game plan, right? So it's, again, we want you to know if you missed iPod or you missed Fast Start, it's not a big deal. You know, we have people. There was a guy that missed Fast Start, iPod, and Lexus. In 90 days, he hasn't recruited one single person, but he got recognized on stage. You know, after something happened, 120 days after he made no money at all, he said, "I'm gonna do it," and he ended up earning over $400,000 over the last 12 months, right? So what we saying, we don't judge you based on you getting Fast Start qualify or iPod or Lexus. We want you to know that we're here to believe in you until you believe in yourself, to love you until you love yourself, support you until you know what it is, and we understand that when you start at the highest level of anxiety, lowest level of knowledge, and we're here to be there for you during that time, right? And the last sheet, guys, that I always go with a brand new person is a connect sheet. Why? Because we have a Nerium rhythm. It's the way how a company functions. It's the way how our company created a massive success. And what I tell, I mean, there's, you know, we get the Sunday night call, we have the Tuesday call. My goal with a brand new person in their first 30 days to plug them into Monday Nerium Communication, Nerium University. It's the most important of those all. They're all important, but sometimes we don't want to overwhelm people. So I say, hey, make sure that, and I talked to Leslie about it, Hawker, and that's what she does. You plug that into Monday Nerium University, and let's right away, Leslie, text the word real to 59769. Let me know when you did that. Good. Thank you, Leslie, for doing it. So also we have our Nerium. Also we have our team text where you can text in, Leslie, and it doesn't duplicate the messages between the corporate and our team call. So and the number for that is you text the word Nerium to 41411. And guys, if you haven't done it, you want to do it right now. Text the word real to 59769 and text the word Nerium to 41411. So, and that way you'll get the reminder of promotions, videos, teams of special calls that are running, and this is really will keep you on the corporate updates. Guys, this is you want to be connected to it. Connect also on social media. It's important. We have you know, a private group as a team. You want to make sure you welcome new people. As it's so important, you welcome new people. Say, hey, welcome Jennifer. That eliminates buyer's remorse. Take their picture. Don't just put their name. I'll tell you this: a picture will get exposure 5 times more. And what I want to even start doing as a team is I want to, you know, there's items where it says, hey, I just become a Nerium brand partner, or you know, Leslie just earned her Lexus. We want to use those in our marketing center, those little flyers, and maybe edit them into a picture. Something that I actually done, for example, oops, let me see here. That I've done. I did a combination. I did a combination of a picture, and there's apps for that. And find out, get this app. We're in a business where we show before and after pictures, and so this is what I did, right? Hey, I just earned my Lexus. You know, I have 1 or 2 pictures of her. It get engaged. Like, look, we have 3 shares, 63 engaged, and you want to share it publicly as well, not just in a private group, and tag your team members. That way, we share success to the people outside of our group as well. So we want to do that to celebrate victories and success, and just create, you know, create a great excitement. And you can share also from, you know, Nerium International. That's a Facebook page. You can share before and after pictures. But don't just put your link side and say, hey, buy my product. Just what you want to do is just share a story. Hey, wow, I wonder how this woman might feel after transforming and looking 10 years younger. Check out her before and after pictures. You know, do it more in the story selling. Stories sell. If you put your link out there all the time and say buy, 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 people will unfriend you. Okay? So guys, this is kind of what we do. Again, we go page 1. We start with, right? Is the checklist. in summary, we go through the checklist. We want to make sure that where they are. Then we go show them the 90-day game plan that's visual. And it's simple. I just follow this, guys. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Then we do the lunch sheet, which are the 2 most important pages, because now, after I'm done with her, we scheduled 2 parties. She knows what she needs to do. She already has her list. She understands, that she needs to use third-party tool. And then we do the connect sheet. That's what we close out. Guys, this is pretty much what we do with a brand new person. Again, this training, what I'm doing right now, is show you what you do with your new person. Because I understand not everybody has a chance, and to know exactly, hey, there's 40 pages, which pages are important, which not. So this is a training as recorded, and we make it available to you. But please, guys, if we do this, if we slow down to go fast, and we learn this, we make sure that everyone goes through the new brand partner trainings, that we connect to the Nerium rhythm, that we teach our people how to use this Nerium Success Planner. And as an upline, if you're a Lexus qualifier and above, you're responsible for your team to make sure that each one of the team has done this. Just reach out to people that are iPod qualifier and directors. Say, hey, can you do me a favor? Call each one of them and see who did. If they haven't, then call your upline and say, hey, let's schedule a fast start game plan. Guys, this is a one-on-one game. When we do the fast start game plan, this is not just a webinar thing, or Evan did it for my people, they already filled it out. Don't assume they have not. You want to be there with them and do it together and make sure that they've done it, because it really, when they write it down, we find out the why, it really helps them to understand what our business is. Guys, with that being said, I want to greatly, greatly thank each one of you for being on the call, and I would like to bring on a dear friend of mine to close out the call. David Smith, are you there? Guys, David is a tremendous leader. He's someone who has a lot of wisdom. Every time I get on the phone with him, and he's going to close out, I understand, in about 12 minutes we have another call coming up. But if you can, at the end, summarize what we've talked about, Dave, I'd appreciate it. Welcome to the team, brother. Oh.
How you doing, Evan? Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Excellent. I sat back here and I put my mindset into that of a brand new person, to try to just listen to what you said today and explain what you explained. And I got to be perfectly honest with you. What I came across, what came to me as a new person, was that this company has so much there available for everybody, whether they're brand new and never been in the business before, whether they're a seasoned veteran. This company has put everything together step by step. If a person's just willing to give themselves a chance to try something new that could change their life, and I'm not just talking about something someone told them, but literally something that could change their life, this is the place to go. Not only are they going to get their hand held and walk baby steps or run, whichever they want to do, but they're actually going to get everything they need step by step by step by step to go from where they're at, no matter where that is, whether it's broke or rich or successful or not successful, to wherever it is that they've always dreamed of going. And that detail that you gave today, and it was tremendous. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. But again, we all know, Evan, especially you and I, after doing this for so many years, that people only retain about 10% of what they hear. And if I was to leave anybody after this call with anything, it would be that you're in the right place at the right time. We have all the tools necessary, and we have a comprehensive training that can teach you everything you need to know. All you've got to do is meet us halfway, and we'll help you go the rest of the way. And by meeting us halfway, what I mean by that is just simply showing up. It's like you said before. If you show up, that's 80% of the battle. If you show up with a plan, which we have, a proven plan, that's almost a home run. But the secret to all of it is if you show up and you have a plan and you're consistent. And that's one thing that we are, is consistent. So I just couldn't really add much more to the fact other than that you just did a phenomenal job. And as a new person, if I'm looking at this, I may not quite remember everything you said or understand everything you said, but I definitely want to know more. And I want to know if you're going to be the one or whoever's going to be the one to help me go where I want to go. And so that's what I got from this. I just didn't, I just didn't see this as another deal. I saw this as something that I think that I could do, and that's what really got me excited. But I got to be honest with you. I worked with a guy now for over 25 years who's a master. He opened up this call, and I want to pass it back to Dave so that he can share with you a little of his wisdom of what he heard as well. Dave, take it away.
Thanks, Dave. Hey, Evan, great job. Leslie, great job. I know we've got lots of people from all across the country and Canada linked in here tonight. And again, it's really just about, if we pick up one or two little gems off each experience, each event that's put in front of us, we share that value forward. The marketplace pays tremendously for value. And so it's really about learning more. It's about growing. The personal growth always comes before the fortune. So you can relax. You don't have to know it all in one night, in one day, or 1 week, or 1 month. This is a career opportunity. Everybody happens to be in the right place at the right time. In my couple decades of being a part of relationship marketing, I've never seen a company go from 0 to 400 million in sales just basically with one product other than Nerium International in one country. And now we've got a blockbuster called Nerium Firm, which is projected to do anywhere between 400 and 700 million in sales just in the next 12 months. So if you hear about the concept of being in the right place at the right time, guys, I've never seen anything quite like this. With all the third-party window dressing, ABC, NBC, CBS, the Doctor Show, the TV show, The View, the Today Show, CBS News did an investigative report, and that started out where they didn't really think what we had was real. After they did the investigation on us, they said, my gosh, you guys have your hands on a miracle cream. And so now the next 36 months really are the sweet spot. And so there's never been a better time to get focused and get serious about what you've got your hands on than right now. And the last thing I want to say is tonight here at 8:44 Central Daylight Time, 9:44 Eastern Time, we've got our Success and Recognition call headed up by Ron Forrester, Leslie Hawker, and Bill Boone. And you're going to want to listen in because you've got lots of new iPad qualifiers, people that have won their iPads and their Lexuses, and these are people that, some of them have just got in recently, some of them been hanging around the flagpole for about 6 to 12 months, maybe a little bit longer. Everybody's at a different tempo, a different speed, but if you just plug into everything that's in front of you, here's what's going to happen. You're going to catch the company rhythm, which means you're going to capitalize and catch this wave that's going to take place over the next 36 months. So what a great experience here tonight. Again, Evan and Leslie and David and all the people, all the stars that are plugged in here tonight. Again, we have lots to be grateful for. As much is given, much is expected. So let's share this forward with people all across the country and Canada, because I promise you there's hundreds of millions of people that are just get ready here to hear the news. So with that, God bless all of you. This officially ends our webinar event here tonight, and we'll see you on the
Dave, very quickly, I apologize for quickly interrupting. Guys, before we end, thank you for being here, and do me a favor. Go on our Mission 1000 Rising Star Facebook and just give a shout-out. Just say, hey, we get a great training, because what we want to show people, or go on your public page and just say, hey, great training, so your team knows. We're going to do a lot more of those Google Hangouts. They're pretty awesome. And so, again, we appreciate you all. And let's jump on the call that's going to start in 5 minutes. And I know today it's a little bit more intensive. But, again, give that shout-out. Just say, hey, great call. You got to be next time on it. Love you guys all. And, Dave, you're amazing. I appreciate all of you. Leslie, Dave. Love you guys. And we will be in touch. This call is officially over.
Thanks, Evan.
Well, this hangout is officially over. And it's going to be available for replay in our group, so you guys can listen to it over and over again, and just for yourself, be able to kind of learn it. I've listened to it with Ron for probably 20 different times. That's the only reason I can do this. So God bless you guys again. I appreciate you all.